Let me bring y'all up to the front of the congregation, Denver. Absolute shambles. Absolute shambles. We're going to spend no more than 10 minutes on this segment of the show.
We're back with a crisis at the border. A record 12,000 undocumented migrants stopped in a single day by Border Patrol this week. And as Julia Ainsley reports, it's adding up to more strain on some of America's biggest cities.
Tonight, Denver joining the growing list of cities struggling to handle a record surge of migrants, with entire blocks full of migrants sleeping on the street.
Oh, it is a crisis.
Mike Johnston is one of 5 Democratic mayors recently writing President Biden, saying action is needed to help.
Let me be very clear. They just didn't write. All of them was over in D.C. And I recently got some insight saying that Eric Adams was just over in D.C. begging too, just today and yesterday, that Eric Adams is in D.C. begging. Hey, Biden, can I get a talk with you? Biden ain't talk with you since you got elected, fam. What you doing over there in D.C.? But every last one of these people, let me see if I can identify them. You got Brandon Johnson on the far right, Eric Adams on the left. Mike Johnston was there. I think he covered up from the picture. That lady right there is the mayor of L.A. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm starting to become familiar with all of the mayors. Karen Bass, that's her name. Karen Bass is her name. Going over there and begging is her game. Yep, that's her. Mayor of L.A., Karen Bass. Love her pantsuits, similar to Hillary Clinton. Karen Bass is her name. Yeah, I'm starting to become familiar with all of y'all. I don't know that other guy. I think, is he a Houston mayor? No, that's not the Houston mayor. The Houston mayor is the older guy. I don't know that guy right there. I don't know the last guy. The guy in the middle next to Karen Bass. We gonna find out.
Cities address the crisis.
What's the one thing you want from the Biden administration right now?
When you admit someone for asylum into the country, they should get work authorization. We should expedite the process of approving that application so it doesn't take 4 years. It could take 30 days.
Johnston is under increasing pressure from counties outside of Denver that are not taking in migrants. Suburban Douglas County passing a resolution demanding Denver drop its status as a sanctuary city, a jurisdiction where officials won't enforce federal immigration laws. Critics say that attracts more migrants with illegal crossings at the southern border.
Look at all of that trash out there. Look at all of the trash out there on the sides. Look at the trash out there. I'm trying to understand, and it's the one thing that I cannot get and I do not understand. I kind of think I understand, but I can't substantiate that because I haven't got an actual report or confirmation on it. But I'm trying to understand, what is the purpose of being declared a sanctuary city? How does that benefit the city? I'm not saying how it benefits you personally. How does it benefit the city to declare yourself as a sanctuary city? That's what I'm trying to understand.
This year at record highs.
What would you like to see the city do?
I'd like the city to actively proclaim that it is not a sanctuary city. I think it's important that we're not bringing people to a cold weather climate.
There are more than 2,600 migrants in Denver's shelter system, and now nearly 30,000 who have come through Denver in the last year, costing taxpayers more than $32 million so far.
Denver's shelters are full, with some migrants now sleeping in tent encampments like these, where temperatures drop below freezing at night.
It just seems like pretty inconvenient for them and for us. Really, a lot of people in this apartment complex are concerned.
Families with children are given priority in Denver shelters. We meet a group of adults who just arrived. Genesis from Venezuela said they don't know where they're supposed to go next.
What's her name? Genesis? Kind of sound like Hennessy to me. Wait. Genesis. Baby girl Genesis. You ain't got to worry about it. You see the man to the left of you and you see the guy to the right of you, they're going to have a much tougher time in America than you, Genesis. Long hair, don't care. You ain't got to speak no English. I promise you. You're going to be all right. One thing I know about the United States of the Americas is that they take care of their ladies. Hennessy. One thing was it Hennessy or Hennessy's? My bad. Look at me. I'm already starting to evolve. One thing I know about the United States of the Americas is that they take care of their ladies. Am I right, Marley Mar? Am I right, Leonie? Am I right, BT? Yeah, Trini Life. Trini Life said, I see you, Anton. One thing I know about this, Hennessy, is that you're going to be all right in the United States of Americas. We take care of our ladies. My Mercedes. Hope.
We don't know. We have no knowledge.
Wait a minute, Hennessy. Why is there so many men surrounding you? Henny. You gotta get out of there, baby girl. You can't be out there in these streets, these Denver streets. I know some people over in Denver. They said that the streets ain't nothing that you want to continue to play with. I know some people over in Denver. You don't want to be surrounded by a bunch of guys with book bags and masks on. That's not safe. That's not safe. It's not a good look for you, baby.
Knowledge, direction, location, she tells us. Jan saying, we had to go through 7 countries on foot through the jungle.
Beyonce? Hold on, you gonna tell me that I gotta get through this show. Come on, y'all.
We came for the opportunity for the work permit.
Mayor Johnson says Denver expects to spend as much as $100 million on migrants in the next year, but they're only budgeted for $20 million.
Thanks for watching.
But meanwhile, let me give you the sentiment from the residents that have to deal with a lot of these migrant crises, all right? Look at this good white man right here. Look at this good white man right here. You think that he want to deal with this?
We're focusing on an encampment that went up October 4th outside some luxury apartment buildings in the Uptown neighborhood by St. Joseph's Hospital. It's home to a bunch of 30-somethings, the very demographic Denver wants to attract, but is in danger of losing because residents tell us they no longer feel safe the moment they step outside. The homeless encampments at 18th and Marion showed up October 4th. For those who live in the expensive Kendrick buildings across the street, the quality of life has gone down ever since.
Drug dealers are coming by, drug deals are happening, open drug use, there's needles and human waste everywhere. We've had residents reported that they've found people in stairwells doing fentanyl. I have a video of...
Come on, man. You're not going to be out here in these good white folk neighborhood doing fentanyl. That's not what we do. You not going to be out here in these good white folks neighborhoods doing fentanyl. That's not what we do here in the Americas, or do we? In your stairway, where y'all get fentanyl from? And where y'all get money from fentanyl at? Where did y'all get money from fentanyl? For fentanyl? And why are y'all taking drugs already? And who hooked you?
Of a fire that I had to call out to the person in a tent because it turns out that their tent was on fire because the propane tank was on fire inside their tent. I feel unsafe in my own home scenario because I can't go outside without a new thing happening. We're right next to a hospital. We thought we were going to be safe living near here.
Just recently I was walking my dog and made it maybe 40 feet from the building and watched a man brutally beat another man with a crutch. So that was pretty terrifying for me. So
Reed, Corrine, and Connie are all Denver transplants, 30-somethings who could live anywhere because they work remotely, but chose Denver, only to second-guess their decisions. They don't even want to provide their last names after they say multiple cars inside their garage were broken into.
We can no longer safely go outside by ourselves without feeling very concerned for our safety, as most of us, myself included, have been followed. We've been yelled at.
Yeah, I lived in Chicago for 8 years, and I never.
So you went from Chicago to Denver. Baby girl, you made a lateral move. You don't know that Chicago and Denver is basically becoming the same city?
Never felt the amount of fear for my safety as I have felt here since I moved in.
So, I mean, you're at the point where you would consider breaking your lease?
Yeah, absolutely.
It might cost them thousands of dollars, but all 3 tenants we spoke to said it's a price they may soon pay.
I don't know if I've seen anybody move in. I've seen a lot of people move out.
Denver Fire has responded to this area 9 times in a 7-week period, including for this propane tank fire on October 7th, followed by fires on October 9th, October 15th, November 15th, and a death in one of the tents on October 23rd.
Jesus.
Denver police have responded to the area 81 times between October 4th and November 21st. Not always because of the encampments, though that was the most common code, used 20 times, followed by threats, assault, suspicious occurrence, narcotics, check hazard, and that homeless death on October 23rd.
The good news is that the housing units are coming, that we have hundreds of units set to open in the month of December.
Cole Chandler is the mayor's senior advisor for homelessness resolution. He says the city has 1,395 units in the pipeline to relocate the homeless to.
Insane. Absolutely insane. Makes no sense whatsoever. But we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Denver, your time is coming.